Today, we are going to take a look at the free assets on the Unreal Engine marketplace for the month of September in 2022. You can see these assets here on the screen. We have a dynamic volumetric sky, Scan Labs Interior Volume 1, City Environment Megapack Volume 2, Flexible Combat System Basic, and Countryside Windmills and Barns. Now let's take a look at each of these free assets. So here we are in Engine. We have the dynamic volumetric sky loaded up. We are in the example map that shows the sky, and you see the clouds here. And we have the blueprint for the sky selected, and you can see we have lots of settings that they've made available to us. We can set custom components up as far as the lights and the fog. You can change your latitude and longitude position. Looks like it's got some dynamic time, which we can scroll through the time and it changes the sky. So we can get a nighttime sky now, which you can see the moon, which also means if you change the days of the month, the moon actually changes properly too. And then you can see we have tons of settings here for sunrise, sunset, the speed. You got full control, it looks like, over the time of the day. We also have some weather changes here. So partly cloudy, we have a clear sky, cloudy, overcast, foggy, rain, and it looks like we do actually have rain. That's cool. And snow. So a decent amount of weather effects here too. And you can see here we have rain amount, snow amount, wind speed, wind direction, even humidity, temperature, precipitation. And then we have settings here for the clouds. And let's go ultra quality and see what they look like. Yeah, they look pretty good. So a bunch of different settings here. I'm not going to go through all this. So this would be a pretty good pickup if you guys are planning on doing nighttime cycles, weather, anything like that. Very good place to start with, or at least learn how to do these things. All right, let's jump over to the next one. So the next asset is Scan Labs Interiors 1. And I have just loaded up the props level, so you can just see all of the props that are included. You can see pretty high quality with the textures. Nice looking props. Books, very detailed. And we will just jump into this demo level right quick so you can see what it looks like. Got a TV here. So a bunch of cool little props. All right, let's move to the next one. Okay, here we are on the next one. This is the City Environment Mega Pack Volume 2. And it's a big one. This is several gigs of art assets here and props. And there's actually 3 different settings here. So we are in the favela, which is in Brazil. So it's got some pretty cool assets. This is the example map. And we'll hit play just so you can see it a little bit better. Let's load up the Middle East example map. Very cool looking. Bunch of little market stalls, alleyways. A lot of little trash and clutter here. Very cool looking. And then the last one in this pack is Yokohama, Japan. Oops, I clicked on the overview map, but there's the assets real quick. Here is the example level. Got a little subway section here. So some cool assets here on this one too. Lots of nice quality assets here for free. All right, let's move on to the next. All right, so here we are in the flexible combat system. Now, I did have to fix some of the input controls on this one just to be able to give you guys a little preview. Install it and check it out. You are going to have to put some work into it just to get it running. So real quick, left mouse attacks, right mouse blocks. Control is crouching and sneaking. And then they have a targeting system here. So you can see, press tab to target. E and Q cycles between your targets, and you do stay locked on and in a fighting stance. Combat, they have weapon pickups with hitting E, pressing T to sheathe and unsheathe. There is parrying where NPCs can block. There's some cool attacks there. And then they do have several different weapons. Some kill cams here. Okay, cool. And then we have an assassination style kill here. And then it's got a whole level up mechanic up at the top left where you can see XP, using stamina, health bars. They have a save game feature, some patrolling AI, and then there are some sneaking components to keep from triggering NPCs. And a distract component. Pretty cool. And that's it for the basic. The developer of this does have a more advanced feature where he's added all kinds of range combat, magic combat, I think dialogue systems, quest systems, things like that. That one is not free. This is a pretty cool project if you guys want to get started, if you are planning on making a game like this. Very cool free asset. All right, let's move on to the next one. And our last free asset for the month is the countryside windmills and barns. So here's an overview of the assets you get. Looks like a modular pack. And you can create windmills out of that. Got some hay bales. There's a rock here. And then lots of modular pieces to be able to put together a barn. It's always nice to have the modular pieces. That way you can use them as you see fit. And we'll take a look at the demo level. Pretty cool. Here's our windmill. I've actually got it turning here. Got some picnic items. Here's an example of the barn. All right, pretty cool barn pack. And that'll do it for the overview of the free assets for September 2022 on the Unreal Engine Marketplace. Now remember, they're only free for the month of September, so grab them while you can. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.